And hello and welcome to Uptown Tonight. I am your host, Discount Tom Cruise or Maverick. You can call me whatever you want. But today we have back in the house.
Hi. How
So
we doing?
thanks for coming on in.
Oh, it's great to be here, Wade.
Exactly. I know we were all going to dress up in costumes, and well, here I am. So
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'm calling you out right away.
Yeah, totally. I looked at my messages. It did say if. We're hoping.
The effort was there. We put through the effort.
We looked and looked and looked.
So, yeah.
This year I've cleaned out so many closets and given so much to the donation people that I think I just gave away the costumes. I was so disappointed.
Probably, but you got a billion pictures of all these other costumes that you have, and they're freaking
Yeah.
good. Every
Thank
single
you.
one of them. It's
Well, we
not-
didn't want
not
we didn't
El
want to
Chizo.
we didn't want to spoil this year's, so we couldn't do that. But
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you guys are going to be at the O this year.
we are going to be at the O.
for Halloween.
Very seriously. And
That's going to be really cool.
yes.
So Halloween is next week, and I haven't been online here for a couple of weeks myself, and that's because I have people that I've scheduled time for, and I'm not going to call them out. But
They didn't come.
well, not didn't come. It's just
Life happens.
yeah, it's just musicians being musicians. Now, I'll get a hold of you
Yeah.
next week, something,
Right.
So,
We feel that.
and I wasn't going to stress about it anymore. I'm just like, okay, we'll just, whatever's on the schedule, show up. We're going to do this. But I got to talk about me right now because I am boring. And, I did a whole bunch of stuff last weekend.
Oh, what we got
There's
going
old
there?
Cito hanging out with our Uptown merch. So I think
Oh.
the next time we are in town
He
is.
loves that shirt so much.
He does love that shirt.
He
loves
does.
that shirt.
And that headless dude
Wow.
wearing it.
That is Junior right there. Junior helps us
Oh.
sell the old Uptown
Junior.
merch.
Way
Yes.
to go, Junior.
So
It's very fit.
I can't remember when we're back in town again right there. And there's old Zebras. He definitely doesn't look like that anymore. Neither does that couch, and the
Sure he
couch is
doesn't bark
long.
like
Do we have a picture? Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
So there he is. He says, support our troops. Yes, I am a little bit biased since my son is in South Korea right now,
Really?
being a troop. So, yes.
And you being
Should
in
be
Top Gun.
And me
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a Top Gun,
All your
exactly.
military family situation going on.
There you go, Maverick. And then, yeah, that's right. So we got started with my whole escapade of last week. So Friday, we started off with a show out in Grand Forks, and then the
Nice.
next morning, I got to hang out with these guys for a rehearsal out in, Pelican Rapids at 9 a.m., and then that night, we had another show, so we were back here doing it all over again. For the
Nice.
next day,
People.
I don't have my church music stuff up there because I forgot to take a
Okay.
photo there, but then I was at church the next morning, and then back with these guys again that night for the concert before I finally got some time off. So
Who are those people? Who are those people in the picture?
these
over there?
people right
They're across
here,
the room. I can't see them either.
exactly, are from our old drum corps from Fargo here.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so we played together 30 years ago and at last weekend. So that is Mr. Eider right there, and then we have Aaron Bedford. We call him Alien. Myself, and then Cameron. I can't remember. Cameron Holland.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Holland. And
Nice.
Yep. So you got.
Did you
Well,
get his
3 of us are
opus?
educators, and then
Holland's
Aaron
opus.
just educates over at the Guitar Center right now. So
Oh, that's a form of education.
it is. It is. So
You know,
There
and
we
that
go.
takes about as much patience working of Nirvana songs
Yeah,
at the same time,
Yeah, at the Guitar Center, and you teach that.
but not together.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
it becomes. But I teach over at Morehead High School now, and all I do is the drum line, and I am
really?
happy with that.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so those guys are awesome.
That's
We're gonna
really
have a
cool.
killer show this year, and it's gonna be good.
Very cool.
That new high school expansion looks incredible.
It does look incredible, but we are basically without home for another year and a half.
Oh man. Okay.
So-
transition's gonna suck on that a little bit.
It
Yeah.
does, and they just got some brand new equipment in that we have to kind of cover up. You don't see this; it's not here.
Yeah, it's not here.
So all that fun. So thanks for coming in, guys.
Yes,
How has
absolutely.
it been?
It's been a heck of a year.
Yeah.
I
It's-
bet it has.
It's been our best year, and I feel like every year we say that, but it really is that way, and we've been very blessed.
Yeah, I mean, you want to always be improving and having goals and trying to get better and be better and do better. And so we challenge ourselves a lot, and we have goals, and we don't ever stagnate. I mean, we don't.
You can't stagnate.
Moss does not grow on Slamabama.
No, so I haven't been to the O since we played there 2 years ago or something like that. How much? You guys are there pretty much a lot, right?
Well, I mean, we're doing about what
Yeah.
2-3 times a year now, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, we started in the old O, the original O. You know, the original.
The original.
And you know that was like playing in a frat house basement, and it was so awesome. It was, we loved it so much. And now the new O is so pretty, and it's a different vibe, but it's just equally as cool. You know,
Oh,
I mean,
I remember that.
did you play the new one?
Yes, the new one.
Okay, yeah. So the new one's like, you know, it's such a cool looking club, big stage, big nice stage. You know, and it's like playing. Well, it is playing 2 different venues, but you know, I mean, but the show remains the same.
Oh, of course.
You know? So it's just it's an awesome place to play. Awesome people. We love Minot. If it weren't for Minot, I don't know
And I don't
where
think we've
we'd
been
be.
there since February. I feel like
February. Whoa.
Well,
It's
yeah,
been a
well,
while.
You know,
Yes.
and we were there. We were scheduled to be there the day after the unfortunate
Oh, that's right. That happened with the
shooting.
tripwire. Yeah.
Yeah, where Tripwire was there. So we were scheduled the next day.
the
And
next weekend.
I'm sorry. Yes, my
That's-
bad. The next
That's
weekend.
correct. They canceled
And
everything out.
We had a
as they
long,
should have.
yeah, we had a long conversation with Adam about it, and all of us agreed that it was for the best for the, you know, for the town to have a little time to recover, and a little time
Exactly.
to kind of just cope with everything that went on there.
Yeah,
So
just as a respect for everybody. involved.
yes. Soda a couple places, but the most, you know, we've done them at the O and at the Windbreak, probably more than any other, and we
Yeah.
love doing it at the O, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite Halloween places. They always do
We
it.
even
Oh,
did
I can about
we even did
imagine.
Halloween 2020 at the O.
Halloween 2020.
Yeah, like we even did
Yeah.
the post COVID Halloween there, and that was the one year that we did not go out of our way
It was the
to
one year that
do big costumes.
I decided what the costumes were going to be.
Yeah, she picked the costumes.
Because Jay, let me tell you, I cannot take credit for our Halloween passion.
I'm going to get into the costumes here as soon as we're
The
talking about
passion
Yeah.
comes from Jay.
I love
and
Halloween.
his
I love getting.
dedication,
I love
and
dressing up.
think about it long.
There was
before-
me as Ciro just.
I'm just like,
it
I
was.
don't even. I'm like, whatever. I'll be whatever. And yeah, I wish I was dressed up like.
Now
that.
that's an AI.
That's an AI.
I figured that much.
That's actually an
I
AI.
was
I
like,
look
that
at
costume's way too good.
Look at my luxurious hair.
Yeah, you
I
look beautiful.
Love that.
If you notice, all the people in the crowd look like plebes.
Yeah, all the people are in period costume. Also,
Yeah,
so
so-
that's pretty awesome. I love my hair there though.
That one is AI generated. Yeah.
Cool. So you guys are playing with the AI stuff,
A little
or
bit.
just?
Oh, I'm wearing that outfit
Random.
right now.
Oh yeah, do you wear
There
this
we go.
outfit?
I'm
Yeah.
wearing that actual. Thought that would be kind of funny to wear that outfit tonight, and I'm wearing it, but with my Laszlo
Jay,
Vane T-shirt
We
instead.
played West Yellowstone this year, and we're going back. We're coming up again. Go play it again. West Yellowstone, like with the like West Yellowstone, Montana is at the the entrance to the park for Yellowstone.
Okay.
Right there, and we love going out there. And we hadn't been there in a few years, and so we played just a concert. Went out there, just did a concert, just us, and Jay. We went shopping. Jay got a full.
I was like, I gotta buy
full
this.
West Yellowstone.
It's that tackiest jumpsuit ever,
Love it.
or whatever sweatsuit.
I don't know, whatever.
Sporting it right now. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll have to get a little.
I wore it
closer.
to be funny tonight and
so glad you pulled
ironic,
that
and then
picture
there
out.
it is. Okay, that's when we did our show with Heads Carolina gal,
No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we opened for Jody.
Jody Messina. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Just
and-
Jay and I, like, she requires that whoever opens for her only is can have nothing but an acoustic guitar.
Oh, interesting.
So
Yeah, so it was just she and I,
it has to be very
and we're all the way up in Baker, Montana.
Yeah, we're in Baker, Montana, and you have to be super acoustic and.
Slamabama played the post party.
Yeah,
for
we
that
played
show.
the post party. We rocked it.
But on
We
the
rocked their butts
on the
off
opening act, it was just
afterwards.
Rosanna and I.
Yeah, that was good times.
That's the fun stuff you get into.
Oh, that's a legendary spot.
The Memphis Drum Shop. Yeah, Alec there holding up the old Evans head.
We were really excited to go out there to that place. I mean,
Yeah.
even the non-drummers wanted to see that place. You know, we just happened to be. We were
So
coming,
iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome, and we were coming back from Birmingham. I
Let me
think
tell you, the
doing a show down
people-
south.
that work there. The owner was there, like all the people that work there. It was just a quiet day. There was very few customers in the shop at the time, and we were just driving. You know, the way we were driving down, we just right through Memphis, and actually, we did a little bit of detour to go there because Alec needed a drum head or
it was that Evans head. He needed that Evans
he
head.
had to have it, and because he's
I
his
would have
he has
needed
that-
something
his
too.
kick is smaller. He's got a small.
He's got the 16-inch
Yeah.
kick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he
can't
needed a
just get
weird
that
size.
anywhere.
So we started looking at the drive, and I was
Oh,
like, you
man.
know where we can stop? And he was like, what? I was like, the Memphis Drum Shop. And he was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can wait for that.
Sold.
Some of the legendary stuff they have in there, like they have all these legendary snares.
Oh, the snare room.
The snare room.
Let me tell you,
Okay.
Wade,
Nobody
you'd be
has a better snare room.
you'd
I
be
can't
like
even imagine.
salivating.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
It's
They-
it's
And
I'm sorry.
the pictures of everybody there.
You don't
and,
need to be
like,
sorry. You're just making me
it's-
motivated.
I'm telling you,
Road trip.
I am.
I feel
I
like
apologize
every-
for my salivating sound though. That was unnecessary.
Every drummer should definitely. That's Mecca. I mean, I'm not even a drummer, and I know that. Yeah,
Oh God.
you gotta go.
But talking about Alec, I had him on here a month ago or 2 months
Yeah.
ago, and he had a crazy story how he got hooked up with you guys. You want to go into that other one now, or you want
Yeah, we'll talk about
to?
it.
Yeah, they were talking about somebody they had brought in from Italy. Am I getting that correct?
We did.
Yeah.
What?
And because
What?
so we looked everywhere.
I said, where
mean,
was
we-
I?
but, I know, where were you? We
I
Well,
love how your band's all set up and everything. I just, man, I
Oh,
got
thank
questions
you.
for you, but afterwards.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. So, you know, the drummer that we had for 8 years, Derek, that he just wanted to get off the road, and then we were able to find another
An
drummer,
interim.
drummer, Mickklein,
Yeah.
who just loved. He was like 23, 24-year-old, awesome guy.
He's a heck of a drummer.
He was an amazing drummer.
Yeah,
I
he's
wish,
fantastic.
I wish, but he so he was like, "Hey, listen, I will stay with you as long as you need me to while you guys publicly look for a replacement." So, and that just made
So
us,
where did you find this guy?
we put the ads out?
I think
in
it was through
everywhere.
Musicians Contact or one of
Probably.
those
Okay.
pages.
Yeah, like
And this
band
guy was
gigs or
just-
So
band
this guy was
whatever.
from Italy, lived in Italy.
Yeah. Just wanted to
Had
come
to get a
America.
work visa, you know, the
Oh
whole
my
9 yards,
God.
if he was going to play over here. And he, you know, I don't know if, you know, my last name is Giuliano. I'm Sicilian. And I think we hope to have this connection with him, you know, like it'd be a cool thing. I don't, however, speak Italian. And he, however, did not speak much English at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so
dude.
he comes over, and I'll never forget. We were living in Dixon, Illinois at the time, and Denny.
Like it was one of those like.
But he just,
little
It's a
different.
small
let me tell you,
bowl,
he
so-
tore into that Italian dressing, and he loved it.
He liked it.
And he ate the whole bowl of Italian dressing,
Remember,
just like,
no one's gonna say a word to him.
and yeah, it's like none of us had the nerve to go,
"Oh, is
dude,
he
that's
gonna- are you gonna-"
dressing.
No one's gonna
But
say-
the handle.
You know, because we told him ahead of time.
He's like,
"Dude,
bafangu.
yeah, we're not promising you anything. Like, you sure you want to, fly over here? Are you sure? We're still looking. I mean, we in no way promised him anything. I mean, it was just like, you have to play with us, and because we, we're a band, but at the time especially, well, I mean, we on the road so much that like. You live with these people.
He bore a striking resemblance to Phil Collins too, by the way.
Oh,
He
really?
did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was Italian Phil Collins.
guy.
I got a story on Phil Collins too.
Let me tell videos in, and we would watch the videos, and I always, just defer to Jay and Dennis, just I was like, because I mean they're gonna judge them musically. I've never played drums, I don't know, but let me
You can
tell you.
judge.
I mean, you can't. But I mean,
Us drummers are used to it.
but I gotta tell you though, Alec, when and I'll never forget this. I watched a ton of videos. We talked about a lot of people. The moment I saw him, he walked over, like his video. You see him. He turns his video. He walks back, and just the moment that he walked back, I was like, oh my God, I like him. Please be good. Please be good. I said it out loud.
She did. I was there.
Like, oh my gosh, please be good. Please be good. I like this guy. I don't know why. And then he came out to visit us. We were playing in Denver, which we're getting ready to go do in the next 2 weeks. And,
we went to the Coors Brewery tour with him.
I remember him talking about that. Yes.
Yeah. And Mickklein was there too.
And
the
McClain
drummer
was
that
there,
was,
yeah.
because we were out there playing Denver, and
Okay.
Mickklein loved him. We all loved him. It was like, man, I hope this works out. Then we auditioned him there in Denver, which is cool. He auditioned on the stage at the legendary Grizzly Rose, which is
really
pretty
did.
awesome. So,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
just,
Nothing like being in the hot seat.
yeah,
Well,
we
they
just
let us
loved
come
him.
in while we were it was closed.
While it was closed. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
we were all set up fully, so it was fantastic. You
Great
know,
way to
it's-
bring him in. All the
they
ears
let
are
us-
run. Everything's,
Yeah, they were.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
they're always so good to us there at the Grizzly Rose.
yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
That's
Alex.
where we're headed actually when we leave Minot.
Yeah,
We're going straight to Denver.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so 2
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, we have 10
Man.
nights. 10 nights in Denver.
Yeah.
Then when do you guys have your vacation? Then that's not until December, right?
December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did decide to take a weekend off for Thanksgiving this year.
We actually are
Okay.
not going to.
But we're staying in town.
Thanksgiving weekend, but we're not going anywhere. Sometimes a vacation is just not freaking doing anything.
It's been a, I
What's
mean,
that
since
like?
Well, we did just go down south for 10 days. So the 1st of October, we flew to Nashville, and
we had a really heavy schedule from March to October.
yeah.
And
I bet.
I mean, so it was like, let's take a couple of weekends off here and there.
Or is it just heavy because you went through that COVID stuff and things got a little thin? Maybe it just doesn't.
No,
No,
no.
it just got really, really heavy.
It just got really, really heavy.
Man,
Just
Yeah.
a- just a lot.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just
it's
it's been for no lack of effort. I mean, it's everybody has been really working their butts off
yeah,
and learning new songs and staying fresh and current and
trying.
yeah, and doing things that we can do to make the show a little different every time you see it.
There you go. Yeah.
I actually never forget, and it's something I think it's something a lot of band people wouldn't want to say, but I remember one time, and this was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is when we were playing the North Dakota State Fair a lot.
Yes.
Like once a year for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you do the North Dakota State Fair, I mean, obviously there's one year I think we did it the whole week. I felt like we did the entire week of the fair one year.
Oh God, I don't think so.
Maybe not, but
Maybe
anyway,
we did a
but
full
we would do like a-
6
It just
days
felt
or
that way.
something.
yeah, like a Wednesday, Thursday,
Feels
Friday,
that
Saturday,
way, yeah.
Or whatever the case is.
It gets
So
long.
I remember.
That's a lot of dates.
It's a lot of
Well, I
days.
remember we were doing a show one time, and I don't even know if I ever said this to Rosanna, ever showed it to Rosanna. Maybe I did, because I run the socials, so.
Okay.
So I remember one day, we were going to do a show at, I think it was the O, and this was years ago while we were still playing the North Dakota State Fair. And somebody had put in the comments, I love Slamabama, but it's like, I mean, how many times can you see him? It's the same show, and it's really not. And you know how that is. Like, you mix things up and you try to make it different.
Exactly.
But when you're playing 5 nights at a fair,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to hear the same song. And I'm sure, and I really think that was a thing that wasn't our fault. We were just kind
No.
of saturating shows there for a while there in that area because we were doing the fair. Now that we don't play Minot but twice a year, 3 times a year, it's a little different now. But we are aware that we play Fargo quite a bit, and we do want to mix things up a bit and at least have a couple of new songs. It's funny. I can give credit to Butter at the Windbreak because we do so many shows. We don't
Shout out to Butter.
recipient of a
Perfect.
whole bunch of Slamabama rehearsals
And
before.
first time through usually is not very good. So it's
Yeah.
like, and the random person, one or two people sitting in the bar, I'm like, oh well, I hope these people don't know us really.
Just in case we didn't play it
Just in
perfect.
case, like first time. Gotta
But
go.
anyways, yeah. So,
that
but
was Bama Sama.
yeah, every
Right on
time
that one.
we'll make sure that's what we do from here on
Yeah,
out.
but, I mean,
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to our
yeah,
sound check. We're Uptown.
But the thing is,
I love that.
and maybe there's a little salt to that, and let's just pay a little more attention and see if we can make things a little.
And that's what we try to do. We're always telling people a lot because there's a lot of young people that come up all the time and they'll be like, man, how'd you guys get this thing going? I've got a band. I'm wanting to start playing. What's the best piece of advice you can give me? And for me, it's always, first of all, take no, because you're going to get a lot more no's than you do yes. And I think I probably even said that on this show before, but you're going to be told no a lot more than you're told yes. And then the other thing is just never quit changing and adding and doing something evolving in a way to keep, even if you're in a cover band. I mean, it's like, nobody wants to see you do that same dang show for, that many years.
Exactly.
So that's been a part of it. And, we've been very fortunate too. We were talking about the way we've been able to say that every year is a little bit better and stuff. That has to do obviously a lot with Gary and Sarah Bitzer, who work their butts off.
Shout out again.
And
but we love sending them. We get constantly. I mean, we get that come in to requests for shows.
Our Facebook,
constantly
our email,
come in, Facebook, email. They're always coming. We just send them on. And
everyone goes to them.
Exactly.
We constantly get show requests, and we just send them.
And then what I was saying, that's the one thing. And then the other thing is, we've been playing some colleges and some, we. Shout out to Arthur's Barn. We get to play for some younger people there that evolve and become our fans too. So it's like, and that's playing some college shows and playing some shows for some all ages groups here around the area have been really, really good for us. And, we've been adding a lot of fans. So it's very nice.
And that's the ticket too. Cause I was talking about that with somebody, I think it was on a ride back from Grand Forks. It's just how you see all these bands and they just get to a certain pinnacle, but they don't go back and cultivate the younger crowd again.
Yes.
And then their crowds get too old and they get kids, and then
and they don't want to learn new songs either.
That too.
They don't. They're like, oh, I hate all this new music.
And
it should be.
You're exactly right. It should be self-explanatory. I mean, and that goes with that whole concept of always remember that you're not entertaining yourself, you're entertaining people. And
exactly.
And that's a lot of people ask me, we've joked in the past about certain songs. There was and one of the songs, I think the song that really changed me and my take on what I'm willing to play on stage was when the song Body Like a Back Road came out.
That's exactly.
And I remember when that song came out, Rosanna looked at me and she goes, that's going to be a big, huge hit. And I was like, yeah, and there's no freaking way I'm going to sing that song. and I had nothing against Sam Hunt. I liked Sam Hunt. I was like, I had no problem. I was like, but that.
Kudos to me for pushing it on you there.
I was like, that's the silliest freaking song. I'm not going to do. I feel like an idiot doing that. And 2 weeks later, I'm up there, body
and loving it and liking it.
And enjoying it because I'm watching the people enjoy. I'm watching those kids enjoy it. And that's, so I think that, and I've told you before, it was Body Like a Back Road. And it's one of those things where it's funny how that changes you because I think there's a lot of people out there in our business that, and I understand it. I've been that person, that just sits there and goes, well, I'm not going to do that because that's not what I am or I like or whatever the case is. And then those are the same people that I feel like I hear complaining that they can't get shows.
I don't get shows or I don't get paid
enough. And it's just
agreed.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it's simple, really.
It's simple, really.
Well, my big change up was when because I came from the metal background, is that basically everyone would ask, like, what kind of music do you listen to? And I say, everything besides metal or besides country and rap. And that's what I've always used to say. That was just the go-to line. And then it got to a point where I had some friends of mine that wanted to play some country tunes. And I was like, really? All right, well, this will be simple.
Oh.
Lo and behold,
No,
you
no.
find out very quickly that is not the case.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I
Yeah.
spent so much time studying just how to get those feels right and everything else, and I don't
Yeah.
even know if I have them right. But
Yeah.
It's
it's
so
way
true.
better than before, and yeah, I just love playing that stuff now. It's just so much fun.
It's very satisfying to
It's
play in the
challenging.
pocket.
Exactly.
It's challenging.
It is
It's challenging.
extremely.
Mm-hmm.
All the things that they put into it. And then another friend of mine, another drummer friend, who talks about that when you're in Nashville, it's just all jazz and metal players that are trying to get paid.
Oh, funny.
That's usually what I got there.
This is very true.
They
I mean,
actually
you know,
want to have some shows and gigs.
Exactly.
I remember when I was living in Nashville years ago, there were a lot of and I can't remember, I honestly can't remember which guys. I feel like, no, I'm not going to say that. But I know that there were some players in some pretty heavy duty 80s bands, you know, like 80s hair bands and stuff that had become session players in Nashville at the time. And, you know, those were the best guys to do it too, because those guys could play you under the table. And then, you know, if they were field guys and they could play in that pocket, they were perfect guys for that kind of music.
Yeah.
So they actually had to hold back a little bit to make it happen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it takes to play Nashville.
I
would
think
think.
sometimes it takes less is more attitude, you know, and just making sure you're playing in a pocket. And there's some of the best players I know, and that goes for guitar players. Some guys that can shred me under the table.
Yep.
Couldn't play a pocket rhythm, and I'm not nobody I currently know, but I know a guy from back in the day in Illinois who was a shredder and a half. And if you asked that play a rhythm in a song,
And we did.
in which we did once or twice,
Like, okay, no, we're good.
couldn't do it, save his life.
Oh.
Like a train going off the track.
Well, you know, the one picture I meant to send to you and I didn't do it was Kenny Aronoff just came to Drummers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I saw that on
he and
there.
Alec
What an
went
experience.
to that, and
There was no way I was going to miss that
yeah.
as a guitar player, because I love Kenny. And so Alec comes to me and he's like, I got some news for you. And I was like, what's that? He goes, Kenny Aronoff's coming to Drummer's Journey. I was like, sign me up. He
Those
goes,
y'all
I've already
listening
told him. He goes,
who
I've
don't-
already told him.
But Kenny Aronoff was drummer for John Cougar Mellencamp, for those of y'all listening who don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a million other people.
And oh my gosh.
But I'm a big Mellencamp guy. I grew up a big Mellencamp fan. First concert I ever saw, Scarecrow Tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I've been a Kenny fanatic my whole life, and you know, as a guitar player, I just love him. He's probably, and I told him that night to his face, I said, especially with the passing of Eddie Van Halen, I was like, you're my favorite living, breathing musician. He really is. I mean, I love a lot of guitar players, but
And who did he say
Kenny's
was
just
the
a man.
best rhythm guitar player that he'd ever played with?
Melissa Etheridge.
Really?
He said Melissa, and I asked
That's
him that night.
awesome.
I actually asked him that night to confirm that, and he was like, "Absolutely, she is amazing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Of all the people you could pick, you wouldn't have
Again,
thought Melissa
I
Etheridge.
no,
That
never would have gone there.
because there's a big world of difference between being a shredder and being a really good rhythm guitar player, and I mean, and Melissa, you listen to her play. I mean, she's always playing those Ovation acoustics and stuff.
Yeah.
She's a good player. She's a good player.
Obviously, I believe Kenny. I believe what Kenny has to say.
Dolly Parton's a good player. There's a lot of
Yeah,
players out
Dolly-
there, and
yeah,
people
that's
don't know
true,
how
yeah,
good they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get that microphone stuck in their face. But let's get to more of these photos, and then I want to talk to you guys about the whole drink thing on stage.
Yes, yeah.
But we'll get to the more informative stuff in a minute here. But yeah, here we go. Silent Bob and
Yeah. It's
Jay actually wore his facial hair like that. That was didn't you do anything special for that?
I didn't do anything
That's-
special for that. yeah.
So his facial hair was the inspiration for our entire, and my blonde hair we're like,
it pulls it off real well.
he
Yes.
would put that hat on backwards and just walk around. We were like, you look like whoever you are, Jay.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
I had a lot of people tell me at the time, you look like Kevin
Yeah,
Smith.
so we
and I was
thought
like,
we'd
well, we
just-
should do Jay and
Jay and
Silent
That
Bob.
was
Bob, yeah.
no brainer
Yeah.
on that one. No. I still never seen the movie. I have no idea.
Oh, really? I
I-
went and actually found it again just to show my little lady upstairs because she has
Yeah.
never seen it either. We could barely get halfway through it now.
It's
It
tough
just
to
didn't-
watch.
It
It's
didn't
tough to
age
watch.
very well.
Yeah, I kind of agree
It's
with
probably
you.
never gonna happen then.
That's what we were going to wear tonight.
we
There
were
we
we
go.
were looking for those costumes.
We were going to wear that tonight. We looked everywhere for those
There's
costumes.
no
I
way
found
I'm
my
gonna
rubber crown. That's the only thing I found.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
It's
like-
got to be somewhere.
and I'm sure that picture's on the slideshow.
That is, by the way, Plymouth Rock behind us.
That
is
little
the
tiny
tree.
rock above our
That
head.
is Plymouth Rock. We are in Plymouth, Massachusetts, right?
There's a
Yeah.
really funny video from
We
an
are there.
Instagram guy talking about Plymouth Rock. If you ever look it up, it's hilarious
hilarious.
because it's like there's a lot. I think there's some reaction videos from people,
Okay.
you know, when they're like, "This is our moment," you know,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
see
see
Plymouth
Plymouth Rock,
Rock.
and then you look over the thing, you're like, "Huh?"
Is that?
It's a rock.
And not only that, but I don't know if you can see
can't
it.
see the
It's
crack.
it was you can see it.
A little
Yeah,
bit,
it
yeah.
it was
Kind of
dropped off the
left-hand
back of a buggy one time and broke in half, and they had
They
to
were
repair
moving
it.
it from the town
A
square to this
Yeah,
spot,
like a horse and buggy.
and
Yeah.
it fell off. Could you imagine being that guy?
Should put a
It's like the
plaque
guy
for
who
that
cracked the Liberty Bell.
no kidding.
Although I think that was done in wartime, but
Yeah.
this was not done in wartime. This was just an idiot with a buggy.
I wouldn't make it.
There you go.
Oh,
Shake and
my-
bake.
I had this outfit
No,
on
no,
earlier
he-
today
He
too.
put this on. and
I
was
put this
like,
on to wear tonight, and then Rosanna was like, "I don't know, I don't have anything to wear." I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna make you
It's just
sit there with me dressed
like
like
that
an
jacket
idiot."
is a warm jacket.
But I'll sit here and look like this.
Yeah, I'd rather you sit there and look like an idiot tonight than me.
That's fine.
Nah, you don't. Look like, you,
Yes, I do.
No,
I gotta wear
you
that.
look like you're. Hey, you're
My
piloting
jacket,
this
that
plane.
Wonder
Yeah.
Bread jacket is awesome. I gotta remember just to wear that on an everyday basis. That's a
Oh,
great
the Wonder Bread jacket,
It's a
yeah.
great jacket.
Yeah, it looks like one.
It is a great jacket.
It's leather too. It is real
Is it
leather.
that real leather?
It is
leather.
real leather.
I had
What?
to take it. It came with all the racing pads inside of it too.
Yeah.
Like motorcycle or motocross. I had to take all the pads out of it because they come with all of it. It's a real motocross.
It's a crazy motocross.
Where did you find
I
that? I'm
bought
not going
it-
to ask the price because that's gonna,
online.
It wasn't cheap.
It,
It wouldn't have been no.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
worth it.
That's still I think that might be one of my favorite. Oh Lord, that there.
Some
Dead
Mike
on.
Lindell here.
Yeah.
Is that not amazing?
He nailed it.
He did.
Oh, God.
He
nailed
even
that.
you couldn't see it in the picture. He even had the little cross on and everything. It was perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
He had it
It's
just nailed.
So you guys don't chintz out on the
No.
No,
costumes at all.
details are important.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a small that's where it is in the details. It really is.
Because we're playing a wedding this year instead of actually having a Halloween show, and I got this
Oh.
T-Rex thing that I wanted to wear so bad.
Is it like one of those ones you look through the neck of it or
Yeah,
whatever?
exactly.
up? Do
I
you
got
blow
it for
it up?
$5 at a garage sale, so I didn't care if it got destroyed.
Yeah.
3 of those
It was
ran
like-
into a wedding we did this past weekend.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
3 guys ran into the dance floor in those.
Yeah.
We played a wedding reception a couple days ago, and these guys
Dinosaur
ran out there
song or
dressed in
whatever.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd been so
That
funny. Shields Arena. So this is Take Me Home Country. Okay.
That's from actually Jake Williams.
Jack Walleen's.
Memorial
Oh, okay.
that
So that was broadcast on all the.
on all
All
the
the
stations,
networks.
and we did that. That was from his memorial, and there was a process in deciding what song was appropriate, the best thing to do for for him, because it was supposed to be a celebration of life because they'd already had his funeral
Yes.
in his hometown with the procession and everything, and so this was like a week or two later with everybody at it. This was that the governor was there, that everybody was there, and that was just a talk about an honor. I can't even, honor doesn't even describe how we
Yeah.
feel about that.
It was very nice. You know, we've had a really good relationship with the Fargo PD and police officers in general. And it was just really special to be asked to be there. We have a really good relationship with the Mosier family, and I think that played.
Excellent there too. Yes.
Yeah, so that played a part in us being asked. Yeah, it was originally we were going to do "Love Can Build a Bridge" by the Judds, and we felt like that would be an appropriate song for. And then we heard that they were like, "Well, I think we want it to be a little lighter and a little, and they kind of wanted it because it was a celebration of life,
Yes.
So we went back and forth with some folks from the Fargo, the city of Fargo, who were basically putting this thing on and asked us to be a part of it. And all of a sudden the guy was like, well, aren't you guys are kind of known for your version of Country Road. You do a lot of, because we put all these videos up. We call it the Country Roads Challenge. Everybody
I
sing
know.
Country
We
Road.
try to do it every once in a while.
Yeah.
We'll get them rolling, then we take the video
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why
It's
not?
back
It's
at
a
you,
great
Slamma.
song. Yeah, there you go.
We love
There you
it.
go. And I mean, it's just something that started years ago, and
Yeah.
it's just such a sing along. Why not
Yeah.
take advantage of that moment? But so, anyways, he brought it up. The guy from Fargo brought it up to me. He was like, "Why don't you do that?" I was like, "Run that by the family, and if they're comfortable with that, I think it's a perfect song." And it ended up being really emotional. And then we did the little breakdown. We actually did the little breakdown and had all the officers and everybody in Shields Arena singing it. It was
Yeah.
it was
You
a
have
moment.
to do that.
It was a
Yeah.
moment. It
So,
was
like,
super
Jay,
awesome.
he looked on the governor singing.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see very well. There was a podium in front of me where I was. I couldn't see very well.
Yeah, but Governor Bergen was tearing it up.
So,
Him and his wife.
So they,
Yeah.
it was. That's a moment I'll never forget.
Yeah, you made them that memory too.
Yeah.
That's the real.
We've
That's
had
what
a
it's
lot
about.
of people stop us out and about.
Yep.
And let us know that they saw us and that it was just people have been wonderful about it. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
always so good.
Alec, this was
Ruth.
this is actually good. This was a given. We were sitting there talking one day.
Just
I think
looks
I
like-
think I may have thrown this one out at him.
You did. This
I was like,
you.
I think you should go as Babe Ruth, and he's like, oh, I love that idea. And so he delivered too. Look at the socks. I mean, you get
The guys don't chintz. It's
It
so
was
good.
perfect.
It's so
All the
good.
way.
old school Yankees jersey.
This
What is that?
this was at
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Indie Country or Kicking Up Country. Kicking Up Country.
Kicking up
Kicking Up
country.
Country. Did we do Shania Swift? Was that Shania Swift?
That's in. Is that Kicking Up? Yes,
That's
Kicking Up
Kicking Up
Country.
Country,
Yes, you're
yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the Shania Swift show there
Yeah, Smash.
on the main stage.
And what you can't see, I love Jay. Okay, so the T-shirt underneath that red sparkly heart there, like the T-shirt, it's one of those like flip things.
You know, the sequins?
it's those glitter flip
Like,
things.
Yeah,
you
the
flip up
sequin
the-
flip.
The
I bought it
sequins,
for her.
Yeah,
and it's
sequence. That's the
got
right
sequence.
term.
Yeah, and I showed it like you pulled it up, and it's Jay's.
It's
smiling
me.
Face.
It's my
underneath
face.
of it.
In a chef's hat.
in a chef's hat. Yeah, I don't. But it's hilarious.
Like,
So,
where do you find this stuff?
yeah,
Oh
so,
God, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Thank
And you know
goodness
what
for
the thing is? Like he
Instagram ads.
Yeah, he had ordered it for me probably 2 years ago. I have never ever worn it. That's a
Jay's ordered.
It hung in my closet
I
for
bought
2
it.
So
years.
you knew it was coming out.
And I was like, yeah, he didn't know I was going to do it though. I didn't. He had no clue. He thought
I
it was
just thought she wore, with the whole like Taylor
'cause
Swift, Shania
Taylor's
Twain, the
all
little red heart.
sequiny right now.
Yeah,
So he had no clue that I was going to do it, and it was a hilarious moment in
It
the
was.
show. It was a good.
Oh
moment.
my
Yeah,
God.
it's good stuff.
I wish I had video of that.
Yeah, I was. Somebody has to somewhere, but we don't. If anybody, y'all, if you have one, send it to us.
Once again, Alec, bringing it.
Alec.
Nacho Libre. Yes.
That's a brave costume.
Oh God. it
That's
is.
another
No,
another
that's
given.
gonna be a
though.
no on my book.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta. Hey, he was brave for that.
And he's not appropriating anything.
It is. No, that is quite appropriate.
Old Jack Black.
That's the same show.
That's
Yeah, I'm
the
doing
same
the
show.
I'm doing the Epic Church part of the show right there.
Yeah,
So we do the Epic Church, the Eric Church tribute thing with the Shania Swift
yeah,
show.
Which
So,
is
yeah.
very cool. I want to hear about this afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
That's a
is
Halloween.
that?
That's Dolly and Kenny.
Dolly.
Yeah. that-
Dolly and Kenny.
Yeah,
And
from-
Jay set us into a little TV there. He's so good at that stuff. Isn't that
Oh,
great?
okay. So
That's
He did-
actually that's us in our Halloween costumes.
It's
It's
us in our
Kenny and Dolly.
costumes. Like somehow in our there's a white wall behind us, and Jay was able to take that and put it into a TV screen.
Yeah,
from
if you
back in the
find-
day.
If you find that performance of them doing Islands in the Stream, that's the background from the stage that they were performing on.
wow.
Yeah,
I know,
so
is
I
that
just
not
took that and
crazy. Actually,
superimposed it.
Kenny Rogers,
before he passed on.
before he passed, liked or responded or something.
Yeah, he
to
on
our
Twitter to that
costumes.
photo.
On Twitter, was it that photo?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kenny himself.
before he passed. So that's special.
That is
That's
sweet.
special.
So weird.
Oh man, I tell you
So
what.
that was
this
at
one
the
I'm actually confused with. What is this?
Okay, so we had
It,
at
it
the-
looks like the one guy from the website. God, what's his name?
I don't know.
It's
Is
from
it-
a movie.
Yeah, it's
it's
Okay.
a guy from a movie.
It's from Zoolander.
Zoolander.
So
Zoolander.
Yeah,
Yes.
that particular year we were doing Halloween at the O, and everybody did a what's his name character? Oh my gosh, I feel like an idiot.
Oh, you got
Talladega Nights guy. What's his, Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
Everybody did a Will Ferrell character that year.
Okay.
So
that's
I
a
did the
Will Ferrell
Talladega
character.
Night one, and she of course played the wife, and then that is Will Ferrell's character Mugatu, from Zoolander.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a designer, a clothes designer
And I don't
in
remember.
Zoolander
Maybe I've not watched
that did a line of
Zoolander.
clothing based upon homeless
Possible.
people.
Oh, homeless people.
Yeah,
Well, it's not too far from the truth.
yeah. And then Alec was Mayo. I don't know. Was that Get Hard? You ever seen Get Hard?
No.
With
I
Will
haven't seen-
Ferrell?
I haven't seen that one
So
either.
Will Ferrell was like supposedly a rapper back in the day, and his name was Mayo, Mayo,
That's
like mayonnaise.
I couldn't-
And so Alec was Mayo.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a white condiment.
So yeah, Denny. Denny usually he's got some good. I don't know if we shared enough of that. He does like
He did just. I
Denny
shared
likes the
quite a
ones
few
with
Denny
like
ones.
all like the clown makeup and like the.
Yeah, he does
it's-
some intense makeup
he can
stuff.
does some intense stuff. Like his stuff takes a long time. See, I try to be easy. I buy the costumes and the
adorable, though.
packages and put them on, and that's usually
And I love making baseball cards.
yeah.
of
And
people.
he'll
There you go.
Yeah.
Because I did Conseco one
Yeah.
year myself too, but there was a card of that one too. But
So-
I don't know if I put that one up. I don't
Yeah,
think I
so
did.
Nice.
that's just me and League of Their Own. That's
Exactly.
it. Yeah, easy. I try to be easy. I like the package ones.
That was last year.
Slam
Was
Halen.
it last
Yep.
year?
Yeah, it was.
That
You
was
guys were
last
talking
year.
about that.
Yeah.
and
That
costume
one was
great.
That's probably my favorite because I'm well. There you go, right here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I'm a big old Van Halen guy, so
Let's go to Van Halen tattoo.
got my Van Halen tat. That one was very special to me because I love Eddie, and that particular night I decided that I was going to play Eruption.
You can't see the Van Halen guitar in that picture.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Kind of see it, yeah.
Yeah,
He actually bought the Van Halen.
I bought the guitar for that costume.
Yeah.
There's your details right there.
Eddie, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So
Ah,
I bought that guitar and I played Eruption, and it was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a video online of that moment, and I'm so glad Rosanna filmed it because I'm promising you, I don't remember it. Like it's like one of those things where I was so like, I'm not a solo guy. It's not my thing. I don't like to get out and do guitar solos. So
yeah.
doing that
Fair
one
enough.
was such an important moment. I told Rosanna, I was like, I don't remember it. And she goes, well, I filmed it, so you got it. And I was like, that's so awesome. So we played it back, and I actually
Yeah,
Did a pretty
I was
decent
like,
job
"Ooh,
with
I
it,
should get
so.
I should get a video with this because this is never going to happen again. Dressed
Yeah.
up as Eddie Van Halen playing.
Do you have that
Eruption.
online at all?
it is. It's up
Yeah.
on Facebook.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go find that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna
You
do
pretty
see,
cool.
like I
tonight.
don't get the very beginning of it because I'm not thinking about it. At first, it just
Yeah, I
dawns
think
on
she
me.
comes in right when I
was
start
like,
the little
okay,
high.
this is never going to happen again. I better get a video of this. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Still, that's awesome.
yeah. So that
Deanna
was
Carnard. Yeah, your name's in the middle there someplace.
yeah. We did the, last year. This
Yeartown.
year. This year, it's called the Yeartown Tour for Indie Country Fest, and we did 6 dates with Dina.
6 dates.
Those were all
Yeah.
different. Yeah, so it was 2
They
weekends.
weren't consecutive. No.
It was three.
Three a weekend.
3 a weekend. 2 weekends in a row. 3 weekends, and do we spend? I tell you what, we love her husband, her brother. Like they are great people.
Yeah.
Love
Wow.
them.
Her
Love-
two guitarists are her brother and her husband,
Yeah.
and they're just awesome people.
Yeah,
Just awesome people.
she's, they love them all. They're great people. Jay still texts her husband, like they still text, and like they're just great people. Love them.
That is so
love them,
cool.
Love them. Yeah.
How did this even come to be? It's like-
Well, we we got asked to play Indie Country Fest, and
Yeah.
then Indie Country Fest every year promotes their country fest by doing a Your Town tour.
okay.
So as far for the Your Town tour, they always get somebody from that's playing also at Dina played Indie Country Fest, and then they choose another act to go out with them as their
Gotcha.
opener to promote the big country fest that happens in later on. So I know This was the first year I think they did a full band. I think before they just had like maybe an acoustic act.
Okay.
Different and not like the same one for all 6 dates. I mean, of course, they had their headliner, and then just different cities they would get somebody different to do the opener. I think this was the first time that they like did the same crew, the same, and it was awesome because we all just it was click 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 click. We loved it, and
That's just a killer experience.
it
right there.
really was.
Oh, man.
We were like, we're going on tour with Dana Carter, and we did, and it was great. Loved it. It was awesome.
I'm getting text from Alec right now.
How you doing, Alec?
He's doing really good, actually.
Man.
So, because he's like, okay, he's got this dream snare, the Anton Fig Yamaha snare.
Gotcha. Yep.
He's been wanting that thing forever. Because I'm literally in tears. I think he just got it. He just found it.
Really?
He's so excited.
Nice
he's so
job,
excited.
Alec.
Yeah,
I
he's
know
very
Vinny
thrilled.
Colaiuta has a Yamaha snare from the mid '90s that I'm pretty sure I'll never see.
This is the
But-
Anton Fig. It's got like the big like maple hoops on it.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think I know I remember that. But this one, I just love Vinny Colaiuta. He's just just that guy. But his snare drum is so plain. But I had his poster up in this room actually at one point.
You gotta tell me who that guy is. I don't know who that guy
I
is.
think the last person he went out with was Sting, but
Yep.
he's basically like the #1 LA studio guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
but Frank Zappa found him
All
a
right.
million years ago. Yeah, he's one of those. They're just beyond.
Gotcha. That one,
Bob Ross.
that is ridiculous good. Oh my gosh, that wig. Is
You know my favorite part of that
amazing.
costume? That stupid drawing. It's my favorite part.
He actually drew that.
I drew it.
He
Did
actually
you bring
drew
that on stage too? or-
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
stage.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
this is all.
And that dumb palette. I put that palette together, but that drawing is so funny. I don't know why I laughed so. I laugh looking at it now with that dumb horse.
It's not a dumb horse.
That was
a-
my
is that
favorite
river?
part.
Is that
There's a river
river?
running through some
And
mountains with the
mountains
sunset.
sunset.
And then there's a little house and a horse.
And a couple of happy clouds.
Yeah, so happy clouds, happy trees.
Happy trees.
I had so much fun drawing because I'm the worst artist ever. So I purposely drew that in the style of me in 3rd grade, and it came out perfect. And then in the bottom right hand corner, I signed it Ross. When he signs it. It's like
Details.
it's
Not real.
the details. It's the details.
Wow. It's pretty amazing.
That is awesome.
Negan.
It's
Boom.
ridiculous how close you look.
It's Negan from The Walking Dead. Yeah, that's my mom.
Okay.
That is my mom's favorite of all my costumes. She told me the other day she thinks that Negan's probably her favorite. 'Cause she loves Walking Dead. My mom loves Walking Dead so much.
Yeah.
Saw part of the first season. I think that's all I. That's all
Oh,
I
you
did.
missed a lot.
I probably.
Now, see,
did.
there you go. There's some
See,
Denny's,
Denny's is
makeup.
like
one.
Crazy.
What's the word I'm
Like
looking for? One.
Ghost.
Never mind.
I don't
even know
what
what
that is. Oh,
Wonder.
whatever.
I don't know. I think he's some sort of like. No, if I remember correctly, I think he was just kind of a random like. What's what they,
Ghoul?
yeah, but what's that? What's the that style that got popular for a while there, where people wore the old hats and the old I can't think of what it's called.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Steampunk.
Steampunk.
That's
he's
it.
like a steampunk ghoul.
Yes,
There we go.
Yeah.
Or Dia de la Muertos. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Loving it. Oh.
See, once again, I just throw in a costume. I loved this one. This one my favorite.
Does he have the whole look going on?
I
Yes.
did. I
Look
did.
how
regal.
regal she is.
You
And
can-
if you look, she's got a little dragon
There's
on
a
her
little
shoulder.
dragon on my left shoulder over there on the far side. You can't
And then
really see
to
it.
be Jon Snow, you just have to look concerned
Yeah, he's
constantly.
like- he's so concerned.
You have to look slightly worried
so concerned all night long.
and slightly
Details, folks. Details.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I like that one. This one was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Once again, I just bought a costume,
All you had to
put
do was
on an orange jumpsuit. I was done. But Alec, just the first time Jay ever shaved his arms, ever.
Okay, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
This is-
I put
These
makeup.
are kind of throwbacks now. It takes you a
Yeah.
while to remember.
This
who
was a
they
while
are.
back.
Yeah,
It's like I
Yeah.
recognize.
You know what?
is
This
that?
particular Halloween, we played at the Holiday Inn in Fargo, and you know how that place packs it out.
Nobody was there.
You know how that place
Yeah,
packs it out
really
on a
packs
Saturday
it out.
night.
Yeah.
So
Man.
yeah, I think we played. Yeah, we're probably the only 4 people that saw that night. I'm glad there's a picture.
But Yeah, that
The
was
effort was made.
Yeah, Alec was very brave in this one. Alec is very brave in his
Dude,
costumes.
Alec delivered right there.
Look
as
at
Beth.
that. He did. He did. I was proud of my makeup on him for that.
Yeah, that's right. You did his
I
makeup.
did his makeup, yeah.
He's born to perform.
I feel like he ended up having to take that wig off though while he was playing because he could only got so itchy and stuff.
Oh, I
so
bet.
he played for maybe one set and then he had to ditch it. I was
That's
like,
the year we went
"Man."
as that awesome band.
Yeah, yeah.
That Slamabama band.
Look, hey,
Oh,
although
there's my
Denny
thumbnail
was
for
dressed
ya.
up as the old prospector in that particular one.
Yes.
Oh, we're back to the beginning?
That is that.
Well, that was
All
fun.
right.
But I want to play that video, even though we can't hear it. But I don't know. It was one of my favorite places to play, and then we didn't get a chance to do it this year.
Hey,
But
maybe
you know,
we'll go back.
old Nimrod.
Yeah.
Look at that
Oh,
girl.
boys, yeah, the crowd is stupid out there. It's awesome. Brady was a fun They're doing right before we started playing, and he just went out there and started doing it. And all of a sudden, pork chops.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I remember all this? It's really stupid. And they were doing like some barrel race. Of course, you know, it's Brady's little skinny girl. And he was going against all those. He deked one out and won at the very end. So when he was all sitting there, old skinny jeans just beat out everybody.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. No, that's a super fun.
They don't leave you alone.
They did. They did that one. Well, you know, I think that because it's out there in the middle of nowhere, you know, they have that. Yeah, we can play till dawn. Nobody's gonna be if you want to keep going, you've only been playing for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, you've only been here since noon.
That's about it. But I'm going to fix the audio on this one, and then I'm just going to ask you this question before. Well, I should get into the weekly report too, but I want to get into the. All right, so now you should be able to hear us.
Okay.
On that one, there's like, you go to the one angle and you can't hear anybody. It's like, what?
Oh,
And I
really?
looked up there and it's like, how is that not there anymore?
Oh, that angle
This-
there didn't have any
yeah,
audio.
This is what happens when you use duct tape for your productions.
That's
And,
my
you
favorite
know-
one too because I'm so blurry in it. I like it.
So now we got that. But we're going to ask you about
The drinking?
You guys
The
are talking about
non-drinking.
going celibate, basically drinking
Yeah.
the entire year.
Yeah.
And I've had some discussions with other people because myself and Peter, we don't drink on stage at all. But everyone
Right.
always comes up with drinks. They want you to have shots of them and stuff, and then they get pissed off if you
Yeah.
don't take it.
Yeah.
So you have to try to come up with fancy little ways how to do it. So I just want to know what your solution is on this, and maybe I can throw out a couple of mine.
I don't know if
But
you
I got to get to the weekly report here. So
Yeah.
Cito, we miss you, man. Where are we heading to first? For Uptown, the Windbreak Sushi Roll is going to be out there Thursday and Saturday night. And then Maiden Dixie will be filling in the middle there on Friday, hanging out with Old Butter. And we got the Shooting Star Casino. We got Nick Swartzen on Friday the 27th.
I really wanted to go to that.
What is all that? Is
He's a
that
comedian.
okay, that's what I thought he was.
Yeah,
So I
he's
was like,
funny.
I've seen the name before.
He's funny.
Oh, man. I got to look that one up too. Nick Swartzen. Okay, and then we got Jerry Schmidt Band at the Mustang Lounge Friday and Saturday. Oh, and up north at the Southtown Poorhouse in Grand Forks. Sushi Roll will be out there on Friday the 27th. Then we have the Fargo Theater. Lots of stuff happening out there. Good old Halloween weekend. We got Rocky Horror Picture Show on Thursday, tomorrow night. I saw that live in '97 in Madison, Wisconsin, and I didn't know people did that stuff.
I've
And oh my
always
God,
wanted to
they
do
over.
that.
It's crazy.
It's probably sold out.
It probably is. But yeah, they do it here at Fargo Theater every year. Then David Sedaris on Friday, then Judy Collins on Sunday, and then the Blair Witch Project. Downtown Acoustic Corner. Tonight, Gina Powers at Murphy's Pub, just a few blocks from here. And then we got Thursday, Rick Adams at J.C. Chumley's. Nothing's really happening on Friday and Saturday. Jim Wade will be out at the West Acres Mall, so it's an interesting place to go.
If anybody wants to read something interesting, go to Rick Adams' Facebook page and read his post today.
Oh, okay.
About J.C. Jones.
J.C. Jones?
Yeah.
Cool.
I won't spoil it.
All right. We got Front Street Tap Room open mic night with Travis Diaz next Monday the 30th. And at the Cellar open mic with Mark Wade Belcher happening right now as we speak. So you're looking to tighten up that 2 minutes of stand-up. That's a place to be. It's a Side Street Jazz Night next Monday at Cowboy Jackson. Jay Stevenson open mic on Sunday the 30th. Was it 30th? 29th. Sorry. Rick's back for more on Saturday. And then Specs Pray for Rain on Friday and Saturday night. And then the Murphy's Pub, October Road's hitting the stage out there on 27th. And then at the Urban 42, Kathy Brecky Jazz Band. I think they have a private thing going on that night, so I'm not really sure if there's actually going to be something going on. And then 50s Sock Hop Night, as they call it, but that's basically Kathy Brecky and then doing some 50s music. Wow. So then we're at Dempsey's open mic night with Gina Powers. Actually, Gina Powers is hitting the stage there tonight. No, wait. That was at Murphy's. I'm getting all this mixed up. So, Gina Powers open mic night on Thursday, and then Posheen on Friday, and then Shakes Hands with Danger on Saturday. A whole lot of going on at Dempsey's.
I like that name.
It is really good. And it's the Dorvals that do that. Really good people. Aquarium, DJ E. Coleman, and to be announced happening tonight. And then Highly Socktopus, my new favorite name.
That's a good name, too.
Stuart James on Friday. Then Tenacious DJ, Disappear Forever, Tub Thumpers. Karen O'Neill and Blood Moon happening next Tuesday and Halloween. I think they're all doing tributes to certain things, and then some of us you can figure that out. Tenacious D, and then was it Chumbawambas?
Okay. That name you like there.
Socktopus.
It makes me want to do like a sock, a big version of like a 007. Oh my God. Socktopus.
Octopote.
I have that movie in the next room. Haven't seen it yet. I just remember being on the marquee at the old Safari.
Oh, yeah.
That's way back in the day. Alibi Lounge, the open mic night is tomorrow night at Blarney Stone. Heart and Soul on Thursday night as well. And then at the Troll Lounge, Tuckered Out. Everything happening on a Thursday here. And then we're out of town at the only original Mine Out, that Slamabama band. We don't know who they are. They're going to be out there rocking it out and with their costumes that they cannot disclose until. So be out. Check out what's going on. Exactly. You saw all the rest of the costumes.
Mine
These
is
are
killer.
epic.
Mine is pretty killer.
Literally killer, or is it just killer?
It's literally killer.
Oh, well.
And then Rosanna's is.
I'm going to be watching the face in the books to see what's going on there.
What's a good word to describe yours?
Smoking.
Smoking. Yeah.
Excellent. The Blarney Stone. I'm way off. Laughing Sun Brewing Company in Bismarck, Mandan area. Our favorite brewing company in Bismarck, Mandan area. We have Brian Gray on Thursday, then Dad Bods on Friday, then Highly Socktopus again, and Natty J. Happening out there on Saturday
That's
at
double
Shata Records up in Grand Forks. We have Your Earholes, Sharon, Sonia, Hiko Spilovi, Imperial, Noxious Ghoul, Swine Stew, Big Hank, and Chaotic Entity, all happening this Saturday.
There's a list of names right there.
There it is. I remember
Put
being
in the
those
work on
lineups a long time. All right, I think that's all we got for that. So let's get back to you two, and let's talk about
Not drinking.
not drinking. Yes, exactly. Because I know the whole idea for
Yeah.
being on stage is to sell the alcohol, but what do we do?
I gotta tell you, that people.
People are gonna buy it.
We really aren't there.
Yes.
To sell. We have come to the. It doesn't matter whether we drink or not. It doesn't affect. They still drink like crazy people.
Yes.
And you know, I'd rather them spend money on themselves, getting more drinks too if they want to. But it's funny. If we don't drink for the most part, if people they don't already see you drinking, we rarely get offered drinks.
Okay.
If we're not already drinking. But if we do, like if anybody asked, just like, that's okay. We're just trying to be healthy. We're just trying to,
That's exactly what
and actually that really, really works is like, we're just putting our health first and we're just not drinking. Thank you. Only the other day at a show did I tell one friend of this person, like we're just, and this person always bought us drinks before.
Yeah.
Like, we always had a big round of shots. I went up to him and I was like, I just want to let you know, I don't want you to waste your money. None of us are drinking. So and he was like, "Oh man, that sucks." I'm like, "I know, I'm sorry, but we're all just trying to be really healthy. We're taking our health really seriously right now."
So they brought us a tray of blue dolphins.
Well, hang on, I want to get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that actually was pretty smart. But so then that person's friend comes up. And she's like, so and so said that y'all aren't drinking. Are you sure? Like really tried to be pushy about it. And I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, we're not. And everybody's all been so respectful about it, and that just shut her down because she started to be disrespectful of our choice. And she was like, oh, I really, so and so said, but are you? And I was like, yeah. I said, we haven't had a drink all summer. It's been great, and everybody's been so respectful of it. And she stopped right away. And she goes, well, that's awesome. But she goes, you know what? Let's do blue dolphin shots because and I was like, well, what's a blue dolphin? She's like, they're just
ask the same question.
Water. So she went and got cups of water. And they were shots of water. And
brought it back in tray. Looked like a bunch of vodka.
Looked like a bunch of vodka. And we all took a big old shot together. And it was just water.
Because it really, it's funny. I think to the people who insist that they buy you a drink, it's really not about you having a drink. It's about them having a moment with you.
Exactly.
And the camaraderie of it all.
Yep.
So I think that satisfied everybody.
Yeah. And you're like, if you want to do a shot with me, go get me a shot of water. And I'll be happy to. Yeah. Let's do it.
The blue dolphin, it classes it up quite a bit. Because I brought that up actually a couple weeks ago with some people, and I was just like, figure out some just non-alcoholic way of doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And of course, I was just like, what are you going to NA
beer
or something? I have no idea.
You get a shot of Red Bull.
Yeah,
Love me some Red Bull.
Yeah, like a cherry bomb without the cherry.
Without the
McGillicuddies in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can always go and get you. Any kind of non-alcoholic drink also. Yeah. And bring it to you too. But, it's
not as fun.
But
something like that just sounds like, oh yeah. Yeah. And they probably won't even know what it is either. So.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, we had definitely our biggest summer ever.
Yeah. Sounds that way.
And
oh my God.
We felt amazing.
Yeah, we felt great.
Feel it. We weren't tired. We were
What?
fine to go. I'm not even kidding you. We were fine. Even when we didn't get sleep, the whole thing just felt easy. Easy setup, easy tear down, easy sleeping, easy travel. We didn't feel any of it. It's mind blowing.
I have prided myself, especially at my advanced age as a musician. I have prided myself of being injury free and pain free over the years.
Yep.
Last year, sometime during the course of the summer, I did something to my knee. I don't know what it was. It was I don't know if it was like tendonitis or I did something like maybe tweaked an ACL or something. I don't even know when it happened. I had been in pain for a year in my left knee.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Gone. And right after summer. I mean, a hard summer.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling it's gone. The pain is gone. I mean, it may have just healed up, but I really feel like that's part of it. I feel like that's the kind of stuff that happens when and it's funny enough, right after we did this summer, this article came. It was a great article for anybody who is interested in a really good article about this. There's an article. Look up what happens to you if you stop drinking for 30 days. It's insane what your body does.
Yes.
The recovery process in the first 30 days is insane. And so, yeah. I mean, so I really do think things like that heal better and things like that can happen because your body is just, the toxins aren't there.
It's a poison. You're poisoning your body
at
time. And it really...
Except for those blue dolphins.
And, for us, honestly, we don't have a drinking problem. I mean, we didn't have a drinking problem. It's not like we were, we just genuinely wanted to take our health more seriously.
Yes.
And
exactly.
to be and it's and we both lost weight. I think we both lost 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And, just the whole thing has been wonderful. I didn't plan on this being a long-term thing, but I see no reason to start drinking again.
I actually said I was going to start back college football season, which there's been a couple of Alabama games I wish I had started back. They've been awful close, and Texas was we were on the wrong end of that one. But I didn't. I haven't.
Mm-mm.
And the thing is, and I've got, we were joking earlier, I've got a pretty impressive whiskey bar at the
He
house,
does.
and I mean, like,
He does.
really, really nice stuff, and I
Yeah.
haven't touched it. I haven't touched it
We have
since
so much alcohol.
probably
in
March.
it. And
Yeah.
we have a mini fridge that I just recently went and just cleared it all. I mean, just poured everything down the drain and
Bunch of
cleared it
skunky
out
beers and
so
stuff
we
that
could
never
put
got
some
drank.
Cokes and stuff in there. And I do have there's a drink from it's nootropics. It's what's it called? The stuff it's lion's mane, and it's like not mushroom. It is like mushroom type things, but there's a name for it. Anyways,
Okay.
but so like
It's supposed to chill.
yeah,
like a
you
chill
know, if you
drink.
want like a calm down, I've got those. I ordered a couple of those.
All that hippie stuff out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I ordered them thinking I was gonna need a replacement. Like when you go
Yeah.
carb free, you want to buy a bunch of carb free crap to substitutes for it. And so I got these things thinking, okay, well, if I can't have a glass of wine, if I can't have like a thing of bourbon, like if I decide I need like a chill drink, and you know what, they're going bad in the fridge because I haven't even needed those. So it's been awesome.
No, congratulations on
Thank
all
you.
that.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Hey, that is.
So
it is
play the respect
big-
card.
Yeah,
That-
just
There you
that's
go.
what you
respect
play the
cards.
respect card.
Play the health card and the how everybody's really respect. Yeah, no, I'm not drinking you, and everybody's been so good and so respectful. Because they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, I respect you.
And you save a lot of money.
You save so much money.
Oh yeah,
my
I know
gosh.
that.
You can afford your cocaine habit at that.
God.
'Cause I haven't drank on stage since '99,
Yeah.
somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Had one bad experience. That's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, like I'm not
again,
gonna
so-
embarrass myself again like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the way I've been. And
Yeah.
And Peter doesn't drink on stage either.
Yeah.
That's good. It's always good to have a non-drinking buddy.
Yeah,
involved.
exactly.
It is seriously.
It really is.
Although
yeah.
I will say
But-
something about this Slamabama not drinking thing. It was not organized.
It was not at all organized.
All of us just
So how
happened
did
to.
everyone get a hold of this?
Well, I started it.
She's,
Okay.
Yeah.
I started it, and honestly, I started it because it really was for my health.
Well, now in defense of Denny, he hasn't drank for quite a while.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Denny
so-
has not drank.
But
for,
he had already not
for
been drinking
years.
for several
Yeah,
years.
Denny had quit drinking.
But
for
when it comes to
years.
me, Alec, and Rosanna,
Yeah.
Rosanna kind of started it.
Yeah,
and then-
I went and got some blood work done, and like my cholesterol was high, my triglycerides were high, and I really
That's
was
another thing too.
taking. Yeah.
Oh my God, her blood work
Oh my
goes
gosh.
from like crazy high numbers on
my
triglycerides and stuff.
triglycerides were like 330 something.
Now she's got the triglycerides of like an 11-year-old
It's
child.
95.
Like,
It went
Wow.
to 95.
That's
yeah,
good.
just from stopping drinking.
Well, I've done more than that, but I mean, I'm gonna
a
contribute
good start.
that to a lot of it. Yeah. So, but yeah, went
Okay.
to 95. It's not just
Whatever.
I don't want to put that out there that
I love you guys.
that's not fair. It's, but
Yes.
yeah, my cholesterol is like is like 180 or something. Like everything is like, I can't believe how my triglycerides plummeted though.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing. So just taking my health, and I love being healthy, and we've completely changed the way we eat, and it's hilarious how when we think we're having a cheat, like, oh my God, we're eating cashews because cashews have a lot of fat. It's like, seriously?
They do.
Yeah, but I
got
mean, they're
carbs.
still healthy. It's like they're better than cake.
Oh yeah,
So,
by a long shot.
Right.
And everything's olive oil. Everything's
Everything's
olive oil.
olive
Love
oil.
using olive oil.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just,
that smell.
By the way, for Fargo people, if you want to get the best olive oil, go to that little kitchen place in the mall. I don't
Oh,
know if you've been-
really? Okay.
Yeah.
love that kitchen place.
Oh my gosh.
I have my Costco stuff.
The
let me tell you,
best
that
oils.
little kitchen place in the mall right off the food court, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
The Creative
Um,
Kitchen, I think.
Creative
it is.
Kitchen, yes.
Oh my God, their olive oil selection. Unbelievable.
All the flavors of the
All
world.
the flavors. The two best ones, our favorites, are Pizza Olio. There's one called Pizza Olio, and then the Hatch chili.
The Hatch chilies.
Hatch chili.
Just a
Yeah.
nice little spicy olive oil. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, we use it
Yeah.
all the time.
right there.
We have
But we
rambled
got to get to a
on.
little bit of some juvenile destruction here. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Now, granted, I haven't made one of these for
What
a
do you
while,
have?
so
Did
I
you
just
make
grabbed
one?
random ones. So let's see what we get this
Okay.
time. So here we go. This week's Off the Roof.
I can't wait.
Oh,
Too bad we can't hear it.
I know we can. What is it?
I don't know. She came apart.
Do we get a slow mo?
Oh yes.
Oh, oh. Is this a slow mo? What is that? Is that? What was that? Flower pot?
I was thinking that or a coffee mug. It's green. I got that part down.
You know, you're gonna need to do a close up of the item before you.
Oh, I do it at the end.
Oh, oh, I think that's complicated.
Oh, the box.
That was perfect aim too.
Oh, and the
You're
cleaner.
hired.
Of course, yep. See,
Yes.
I'm not just being disrespectful to everybody out there.
Of course
But
not.
that's this week's Off the Roof right there. And again, that's just what we do around here because I grew up in this house and the Ragers went on. Not that they're happening anymore over on this side, but basically, if someone would get on the roof and be throwing random electronics off, just watch it explode on the driveway. It's keeping the tradition alive.
That's
the little
awesome.
off the roof stuff.
You grew up in this house? That's
Yep, I played a lot of bad music right in this entire room.
All right. Okay.
I bought it for my dad a million years ago. He lives out in the country where I want to go to. So if anyone out there looking for a farmstead in North Dakota, that's the big ticket item there.
All
So
right.
that's what we're looking for. Can turn this into a rental since everyone's building up around us. This is going to be, I think, rental central. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
so
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, moneymaker. We're
Ex-
sitting in the moneymaker.
exactly. I used to be a slumlord back in the day. So
And the fact that this,
that's why I always talk about not getting married.
who wouldn't want to live here knowing that this legendary podcast was filmed right here?
Exactly. Oh my God.
Premium pricing.
There we go. But no, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
And again, I'm going to
Absolutely.
hold you a little after. Just so
Yeah.
I got some questions. For
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
But
chat.
stuff that we don't need to put on the air.
And we will keep everybody for that.
Exactly. But you guys had a great year. Can't wait to do this again with you. 'Cause, oh
Yeah,
man.
Thank you for having us again. This was always fun.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I love rambling on with you.
hell yeah.
It's been great.
Great conversations and everything else. So, besides being out at the O this weekend, what else you got coming up here? I know you have some singles that you put out that I was going to put up. I forgot. I will make sure that they're linked down below.
Thank
so.
you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
We're actually have Rosanna and I discussed a big plan for 2024 today, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
As far as original music is concerned,
Very excited.
this is in the infancy stages right
Gotcha.
now. We literally just I woke up this morning and I got all excited about an idea, and I threw it past Rosanna, and she got super excited about
So
it too.
watch our Facebook for that announcement when
yeah,
that happens.
so
But
that's
we
kind
are
of cool.
Yeah, we are headed. We got the Grizzly Rose. We're opening for Tracy Bird. Is that
Yeah,
Tracy Bird?
and I don't remember who else.
And I don't remember who else is. It's a newer artist.
Oh, and then I found out today. I will say in the Shania Swift world
Oh yeah.
that next year, and I'm not gonna say what it is yet because it hasn't been confirmed, but it is confirmed. We'll be doing a big summer Shania Swift show in Fargo in
That's
the
always
area.
fun,
So
yeah.
because we always do
Yes.
them, we tend to do those in the off season,
Yeah.
like a spring and fall kind of thing. So we're gonna do a big summer one next year, a big summer one.
We're headed to Dubuque, Iowa, to do one in a few weeks.
Yeah, in about 3 or 4 weeks.
So that's always
That's
good.
we did one in Dubuque last year, and it just blew up. It was fantastic. So we're excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then we got Dubuque, and yeah, I
There
know
you
we're going to
go.
be doing it in Chicago.
Yeah, we
Shania
are doing it in
Swift in
Chicago too.
Chicago.
Jeez, all the way out to
happen.
Chicago too.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you guys are from down that direction, so
Yeah, we like to
we did live
travel.
that. We lived there for quite a while
Yeah, we like to travel.
before we moved over here.
Spread ourselves.
that's right. You talked about that in the first podcast. So
Yeah.
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 So get out and watch that one as well. The last few, and then with Alec and all that. Alec's one of my top 3 of this year. Then there's Alana Joes and Travis Atwood.
Travis is a cool guy.
I think it was Atwood.
Good,
The,
good bass
the
player.
radio guy,
No.
Oh
it's
no!
Travis
Oh, you mean
Hopkins.
Travis Hopkins?
Hopkins. I always get
yeah.
those two backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Travis has done
And
a lot
Hopkins,
of stuff.
yeah.
He's
For
an
some reason, he only
interesting
has
guy.
13 views, but his story is like, what in the how?
Yeah.
You don't understand why he's here, other than it's family conquers
Yeah.
all. So that's
I
basically.
actually,
Yeah,
I
he's a good
actually
dude.
want to hear that. I haven't missed that one. I meant to go back and listen to that guy.
You got to hear
So,
that
yeah.
one. It's just crazy.
Travis has got a lot of.
You know what?
He's
There's
so well spoken. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and there's nobody who loves the music industry of Fargo Moorhead more than Travis does, especially the original music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Helping everybody.
He is
That's
so
what he was
helpful,
asking
and
me about.
Great guy.
he
And the
does so
originals,
good.
uh,
he's
Not
so
at the
good
moment.
to the artist to give them time, and those of us
Platform.
platform
Yeah.
those of us who have lived in multiple states, cities, you don't see that very often. from a guy like him. So it's a very fortunate town to have him on the air.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Tough. He's
Yeah.
a great guy.
We like that.
I ran into him multiple times after that too. That was just weird. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
He is.
He is. Yep.
He's omnipotent.
There we go. All right. Well, I've taken up enough of your time, but thanks for being on again. And you can find us all from the Tiki Tacs up to the Instagrams and all that other fun stuff at Uptown Tonight Podcast or the Uptown Band Fargo.com. Uptown, we're a band from Fargo.com. They'll give you everything that's going on with the band and or the podcast and everything in between. So, yeah, remember,
Yes.
if your drummer has more charisma than your frontman or woman, band may be in trouble. But that's why my band's doing just fine. So until next time.